Welcome, friends. Today we are going to start a new chapter that is cost bookkeeping. Now, this is a very interesting chapter, and under this, we are going to learn how the transactions are recorded in your cost books. Now, there are two types of books that any organization maintains. First is the non integrated system, and the other is the integrated system. What do we mean by non integrated system? Non integrated system is a type of a system of bookkeeping where two separate sets of books are maintained. For the cost, it is separate, and for financial, it is separate. They do not mix these books. So, whatever are the cost entries, those are recorded in your cost books, and your financial accounting, financial books are prepared according to the principles of your financial accounting. When it is an integrated bookkeeping system, that time we maintain one single set of book. That means for the financials as well as for your cost, we have only one set of book. That is known as integrated system. Today we are going to focus on the non-integrated bookkeeping. We are going to learn non-integrated cost bookkeeping in this video. Now, when I'm talking about non-integrated, that means we are going to just focus on the cost books. We are going to ignore the financial transactions. That means we are going to ignore those transactions which are not related to our cost bookkeeping. Now, what kind of transactions are there which are not related to cost bookkeeping? For example, let us say that you have paid to the creditor. So what will be your entry? Your entry will be creditor's account debit to bank or cash. Now, creditor, is it a cost item? No. So it will not be recorded. Bank or cash, is it a cost item? No. So this whole entry will not be recorded in our cost books. But now let us say there is another entry, purchases account. We have purchased, debited to creditor's account. Now, creditor is a non cost, means cost में हमारा कोई इसमें लेना देना नहीं है. But purchases, is it related to our cost? Yes, it is related to our cost. So now you will ask me, ma'am, this is related to cost, this we are going to record in our cost books. So फिर what about the double entry? Where should we do the double entry? For double entry, we are going to create a dump ledger called as general ledger adjustment account. We are going to create this ledger, and all our financial entries we are going to post to this. So it will become, instead of creditors, it will become to general ledger adjustment account. We are going to dump all financial entries in general ledger adjustment account. Now, coming to purchases, we are not going to prepare a separate ledger for purchases. All the materials will be together recorded in one book, that is one ledger, that is stores ledger control account. Now let us see how the accounting goes on. Some people find this chapter very difficult because of lot of entries, but you can crack this chapter very easily if you remember the cost sheet. अगर कॉस्ट शीट आपके माइंड में है, दिस चैप्टर इज गोइंग टू बी वेरी 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 सिंपल फॉर यू. Let's see how. So I've already prepared some ledgers for you, and now I'm going to rush you through all these ledgers. Remember the cost sheet. What is the first item in your cost sheet? The first item in your cost sheet is material. For material, we prepare an account called as stores ledger control account. Now, you will say, ma'am, is this a ledger only for direct material? No, this is not a ledger for direct material. This is a ledger for all the material, जो भी तुम्हारे stores में है. Whether it is direct, whether it is indirect, related to factory, office, selling overhead, everything will come in your stores ledger control account. Now, let us see how do we make this account. Now, when there is a stores ledger account, or when you have a stores, obviously there will be some opening balance at the beginning of the year. So your first entry will be to balance. Obviously it's a stock, it's an asset for us, so asset will have a debit balance. To balance brought down, you will have some value. Now this value will be both for your direct material as well as indirect material. Now let us say I have purchased some material. When I have purchased a material, what entry was there? Our entry was purchases to creditors or by cash bank. Creditor के जगह क्या होगा? Since it is a financial item, it will be purchases to your general ledger adjustment account. Now purchases will shift purchases to stores ledger. So my new entry becomes stores ledger control account to GLA account. So यहाँ आएगा to GLA account. GLA is the short form for general ledger adjustment account. And purchases will be by stores ledger control account. So my purchases are recorded. Now next, I have made the purchases. I had some opening balances. Obviously the stores will not keep it with itself. It will issue it to the production department. Now production department का नाम है work in progress account. Why? Because this is the ledger where the goods are made. So obviously if my production is happening in work in progress control account, I will shift my direct material to work in progress control account. So when I'm shifting, obviously I will credit it. So by work in progress control account, all my direct material whichever is required is shifted here. Now there, as I told you, stores is not only keeping the direct material but also keeping indirect material. So since it is also keeping indirect material, I have to shift the indirect material also. Now indirect material can be with respect to factory, it can be with respect to administrative, or it can be with respect to selling and overhead. Similarly, jiska bhi material hai, we'll shift it to that overhead account. So let us say I have by factory overhead account, indirect material related to factory, by admin overhead account, control account, and by selling and distribution control account. So all the indirect material जिसका है उसको मैंने दे दिया. Let me do the double entry here. To stores ledger control account. Factory overheads का factory overheads में गया. Then admin overhead का admin में जाएगा. And selling and distribution overhead का selling and distribution. It is always preferable that keep doing both the entries. Obviously double entry हमेशा साथ साथ में होगा. So all my direct material is shifted, all my indirect material is given to जो जो उसका overhead है उसमें मैंने shift कर दिया. Now there may be a case that there is some material which this production department does not need anymore and they give it back to the stores. So when they are giving it back to the stores क्या होगा? We will credit our WIP account and we will debit our stores ledger control account. So here it will be by stores ledger control account, just the reversal of the entry, and here it would be to WIP control account. Okay. Now when we are doing a physical check on the units, let us say there is a shortfall. Now if it is an abnormal shortfall, that means there's a shortfall because of you have to bear that expense. So what will you do? You will remove that shortfall from the stores ledger control account and shift it to the costing P&L account. So let me remove this by costing P&L account. We'll write here shortage. And this will again affect our costing P&L to stores ledger control account. So we have done all the possible entries of stores ledger control account. What we get is the balancing figure, that is by balance carried forward. We have our balancing figure, and you will see that your total account will match. This is generally the balancing figure. There might be a case that they are given you the closing balance and the opening balance, and there must be some item missing in the stores ledger. That is also possible. Let us go to wages control account. Now, cost sheet, materials done. The second item is wage control account. That is your direct labor. Now, when we are talking about wage control includes your direct labor as well as the indirect labor. So what is the first entry that when your first entry would be, you are making the payment to the workers. When you are making the payment to the workers, what is your entry? Your entry is wages to your cash or bank account. Now obviously cash in bank is again a financial account, so that is why we are going to pass that entry to GLA account. To GLA account, that is direct labor plus the indirect labor. I am passing one single entry. In the question they might give you two separate entries also. Here by wages control account. This is done. Now payment is done. Obviously direct labor, where are they used? In the production department, that is WIP. So I will shift that cost to WIP by WIP control account. Here it will be to wages control account. And if it is related to factory overhead, admin overhead or selling and distribution overhead, we are going to have those entries here. All the indirect workers, they will go, if it is related to factory, it will go to the factory control account. If it is admin, it will go to admin. If it is selling, it will go to selling. So similarly, the double entry to wages control account, I will have the entry here. Same entry in my admin and same in my selling and distribution. So wages is also done. If there is indirect expenses, which is generally not given, but if you have indirect expense, please prepare the indirect expense also. Now we know that the indirect expense is done generally for your production. So you will shift that cost to the work in progress account again. Now going ahead, next we have completed all our prime cost. All our prime costs are done. So next what we have, what do we do after prime cost? We add factory overheads. So that is what we are going to do here as well. Factory overheads. Now talking about factory overheads. Factory overheads, I have got the indirect material. I have got an entry from indirect labor. Now there might be some expenses which is not related to material as well as labor. That expense means the cash has gone out of my pocket, right? So if cash has gone out for an expense, for an indirect expense, what will be the entry? The entry will be factory overheads to cash in bank. Obviously cash in bank, as I said, is a financial entry. So I will shift that to GLA. So my next entry is to GLA account. And this will go and hit my GLA again as by factory overhead कंट्रोल अकाउंट. ये वो एक्सपेंसेस है जो ना ही मटेरियल है ना ही वेजेस है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल द इलेक्ट्रिसिटी एक्सपेंस ऑफ द फैक्ट्री, ये सारा मेरा ना ही मटेरियल है ना ही लेबर है, बट देर इज कैश पेड आउट ऑफ दिस. सो दैट इज वाई आई मूव इट टू द from the GLA account. Now indirect material, indirect labor, indirect expenses, all the costs are accumulated here. Who is going to bear this cost? This cost is again going to be borne by the production. Am I right? So I will shift this to WIP. Who is going to absorb it? The production units, right? So I'm going to shift it to the WIP control account. To factory overhead control account. Now, this account is not closed yet. All these entries, all the three entry are together all these three entries are together my actual cost. Correct? And this entry is for the absorption. What I am absorbing from the units. Now you tell me, what is the difference between actual cost and absorption? The difference between actual cost and absorption is under or over absorption. So and what do we do with under or over absorption? We shift it to the costing P&L. So whatever is the difference between the actual cost and the absorption rate होगा, उस rate पे हम WIP को देंगे. तो whatever is the difference, वो जाके hit करेगा मेरा costing P&L account. Let us say इसमें हमारा under absorption है. So this will go and hit my costing P&L account and I will have a total balance. मेरा total match करेगा. Now the second entry for this under absorption will go to my costing P&L to factory overhead control account. I have this here. तो मेरा under absorption इधर आ गया. Now let us close. Now when you have already transferred wages, ये भी मेरा close हो जाएगा. So I will have the same thing here. Now wages is closed. Factory overheads also we have shifted to our WIP account. So what has happened? We have reached to gross factory overheads. How? Let us see. Direct material, direct labor, direct expenses if any, together prime cost. Add factory overheads, absorbed figure. What do we get? We get our gross factory cost. To balance brought down, add opening WIP by balance carried forward less closing WIP. क्या होता है? Our factory cost. That is the cost of finished goods which is already complete. Right? क्या जाता है? Factory cost क्या होता है? Factory cost is the cost of the finished goods. The factory cost of the finished goods. तो जो भी मेरा balancing figure होगा, that will go and hit my finished goods control account. Now my goods are complete. This is nothing but my balancing figure. This is balancing figure. It will go and hit my finished goods control account. Next is finished goods control account. Obviously I will have to write here to WIP. जो भी मेरा fresh stock बन के आया है in my finished goods stock, that will be added here. This is the fresh stock which is added from the production department. Let's go ahead. Now we have reached till factory cost. Factory cost के बाद क्या होता है? Admin. Let us go to admin overheads. Add admin overheads. Admin overheads, I have got indirect material, I have got indirect labor. Now there might be some expenses which are not material, not labor, but still done. So obviously if those expenses are done, we would have paid cash or bank. I will again have to go to the GLA account. So the expenses, the indirect expenses, indirect admin expenses, Again going and hitting the GLA account for cash. So buy admin overhead control account. So here we have entered. Now यहाँ पे क्या है? Indirect material आ गया, indirect labor आ गया, indirect expenses आ गया. This all overheads again. Where will I shift? Now my factory cost is sitting in the finished goods control account. So obviously I will shift it. I will add it to the finished goods account. So by finished goods control account, the entry is here. Now finished goods control account. So obviously I will have to write here to admin overhead control account. अब देखो बेटा, same thing has happened here. This is what? This is my actual expense. This is my actual expense. ये सब मेरा actual expense है. And what is this? This is my absorption. What I'm shifting to my finished goods is the absorbed figures. Now actual यहाँ पे है, absorbed यहाँ पे है. Difference क्या होगा? Either under absorption or over absorption. Now in this account I'm going to treat it as over absorption. तो क्या होगा? To over absorption मतलब क्या है? Absorption is more and actuals are less. If actuals are less, that means your debit side is less. If your debit side is less, I will write it in the debit side. To costing P&L account. This is my over absorption. Again, let us go to the costing P&L, and this side it would be by admin overhead control account. Let's go ahead. So admin हो गया. Now let us see here. What is this? This is my factory cost. Add admin. What do I get? I get cost of goods produced. Add opening stock of finished goods. To balance brought down. Less closing stock of finished goods. By balance carried forward. What do I get? I get cost of goods sold. So by cost of goods sold account, we transfer our goods to cost of goods sold account, and your account matches here, it closes here. Now COGS, let us go to COGS. This is my COGS. So it comes from the finished goods. To finished goods control account. Obviously there will be an opening and closing balance here, right? Opening और closing add करने के बाद क्या होता है? Add opening to your cost of goods produced less closing, तुमको COGS आ जाएगा. COGS, we are sitting here with the cost of goods sold amount. So it has come here. Now after cost of goods sold क्या होता है? Now आफ्टर कॉस्ट ऑफ गुड्स सोल्ड होता है तुम्हारा सेलिंग एंड एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव ओवरहेड. उसको एक बार सेलिंग एंड डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन ओवरहेड्स, उसको एक बार पॉज करते हैं. लेट अस गो टू आवर कॉस्टिंग पीएनएल. इन आवर कॉस्टिंग पीएनएल विल हैव बाय सेल. नाउ सेल का क्या एंट्री होता है? सेल का एंट्री होता है सेल्स अकाउंट डेबिट. ओ सॉरी, वी हैव कैश टू सेल्स. And the second entry is sales to P&L. Normally ये entry होता है, right? Now here what is going to happen if I remove these two? What will happen? Or let me do both the entries. Instead of cash it would be GLA account to sales, and here it would be sales to costing P&L. Correct? So here it will be by sales and here in my GLA account it would be 2 sales. Sales का entry हो गया. Cost of goods sold, sales minus cost of goods sold is my gross profit. So what will I do? I will shift this cost of goods sold to costing P&L. So here I am going to write to cost of goods sold account. Now sales is written, cost of goods sold is written. What will I get? I will get my gross profit. Here again by gross profit. Now gross profit has come here. Now what is, we have reached till cost of goods sold. एक और item बाकी है. क्या item बाकी है? Selling and distribution overheads. Selling and distribution overheads, generally we don't have anything called as absorption. If there is, well and good, हम लोग absorbed figure लिखेंगे and the rest of the figure will similarly over absorption or under absorption will go to costing P&L. But क्यों नहीं होता है? Because this amount will also go and hit the costing P&L. By costing P&L, पूरा का पूरा जो entry है, पूरा का पूरा admin, selling and distribution overhead will go and hit my costing P&L, and this account will also tally. Now here I will write to selling and distribution control account. So this also is closed. All my costs are recorded here. What I get here is to net profit. Now this net profit is where do we transfer a net profit? We transfer it to our capital account. Entry क्या होता है? Net profit, or you can write P&L. To debit to capital account. What is capital account? Again a non-financial account, right? So your entry would be costing P&L account, debit to GLA account. We are again going to transfer our net profit to GLA. To GLA account our net profit. So here in your GLA account we'll write by costing P&L account. This is nothing but our net profit. अब देखो हमने सारे अकाउंट क्लोज कर दिए. We have closed all the accounts except for one account, that is GLA account. GLA account we always close it at the end. Always see, when you have in a question 10 entries, always keep passing the entry. Your closure should always be in the series of your cost sheet. I will be doing one more question on this non-integrated accounts where I will take a full-fledged question. Now, okay, so general ledger adjustment account is the last account which we are going to close. If you can see, all other accounts are closed. Now coming to general ledger adjustment account, see beta, आपने सब जगह opening balance लिखा है, right? Opening balance, opening balance, opening balance. Now, when you are into a trial balance and you have so much debit opening balance, there has to be a credit opening balance also. Then only your trial balance will match. Your GLA will have an credit opening balance to match your opening balances. Similarly, once all the entries passes, you will have two balance carried forward and your account will also match. And our account will close. All the accounts are closed. This is how we prepare our cost. These are the cost entries under non-integrated accounts. We will do one question on non-integrated in my next video. Please keep following, and to end this, I have two things to tell you. One, if you have to make a closing trial balance, take down all the closing figures and you will see that your closing trial balance will match. The second thing is, why do we call it control accounts? Because cost accounts we prepare for the sake of cost control. That is why all the accounts which we prepare under costing records under our cost bookkeeping are known as control accounts. Thank you. Please keep following my YouTube channel, and I will do one question on non-integrated soon. Thank you.